What we do here is go back.
Running to the south.
Hi, what's going on there?
Yeah, guys going down the street breaking windows of cars. He busted both my truck windows out. He busted in people's backyard right now.
All I can tell is he's got a hoodie on. He's running towards the front yard of 29th Street. 29th Street. He's looking into another car that's in between the fence and the front yard.
Over here.
Started ground unit Scott, so it looks like might be getting one at gunpoint.
Hey! Show me your hands! Stay up! Stay up! 57 South. Show me your hands! Gun! Show me your hands! Gun!
Sorry, shots fired, shots fired.
Copy, shots fired.
Show me your hands! See your hands! .57, he's down. No movement. We're going to need additional units. Come in from the west to east of this yard. Let's see your hands! You alright? You hit? Yeah, I'm good. Alright. He was still pointing when I saw again. You alright, dude? Yeah, I'm alright. I don't think I'm hit or anything. I got him at gunpoint, dude. You do a tactical reload, okay? Alright, copy. I think I shot about 5 times. 1 Charles 5-4. I want everybody to know we are fine. No officers are hit. Subject's down in the backyard. You have a gun? We haven't secured it. We're not moving in until we have more. We don't have it. Do you see it, Jared? Can't see the subject's hands. He's still not moved. 3 Sam 5, if you can head this way, we can use a body bunker before we detain him. Hey, can you hear us?
Police department, can you hear us?
We need to know if you're okay. We need to get you medics, but we can't go over there to get you help unless we know you don't have the weapon. Let's have the next unit just bring a non-lethal in case he's pretending, but let's just in case.
All right. And, when you guys want to go hands, cover him.
Waistband?
Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, today I'm mad, sad, angry, and disheartened. If you haven't heard, another unarmed young black man is dead because the police shot at this man 20 times. 20 times in his own yard, thinking he had a gun, but it was an iPhone. Now, police say they saw an object in Stephen Clark's hand before they fired 20 bullets that killed him in his own backyard Sunday night in Sacramento, California. Now, a disturbing moment that was made public through body camera footage released I think it was released on today. Now, the two officers were responding to a 911 call about a man breaking vehicle windows when they encountered a then killed Clark, an unarmed black man. Now, as you can see, the video released by the Sacramento Police Department depicts a frantic foot pursuit through darkened streets pierced by white slivers of police flashlights. Now, the officer spotted Clark approaching a house and shouted, "Show me your hands. Stop, stop." Now, after that, Clark is seen running and the two officers around the corner of the house, and they find him under a covered patio. Now, an infrared camera on an overhead helicopter briefly loses sight of Clark. Now, yes, they had helicopters out there with their lights shining like Now, the police says, "Show me your hands, gun." An officer shouts and ducks behind the wall in a fraction of a second. Now, the helicopter footage shows one of the officers appearing to grab his partner to pull him to cover. Now, Clark steps toward the officers behind the wall. One of the officers issues another command, "Show me your hands," and then gun, gun, gun. Now, both officers open fire. Sparks from the bullets lights up the helicopter's infrared camera in sharp white pops. Now, the sequence from this first glimpse of Clark on the patio to the first gunshot unfolds in about 6 seconds. The officers are never heard identifying themselves as police before fatally shooting Clark. Now, the gun officers thought Clark had in his hand was actually a white iPhone. Now, when have they started making white guns? Okay. Now, he was at the wrong place at the wrong time in his own backyard, his grandmother asked. Sequita Thompson told the Sacramento Bee. Come on. Now, they didn't have to do that. Now, the Reverend Al Sharpton, who has spoken with Clark's mother and plans to travel to California to meet with the family, said in a statement, "It is an atrocity that an unarmed young man was shot at 20 times in his own backyard and shows the urgent need in these times for intervention against police misconduct." Now, that's the least. Now, Sharpton added, "We will call for a complete and a thorough investigation into this young man's death." The Sacramento Police Department said the man they believe was breaking the windows was the same man the officer killed in a hail of gunfire, identified by the 911 caller as a thin, 6-foot male wearing a black hoodie and dark pants. Police have yet to identify Clark as the suspect or the victim. Now, both Thompson and other relatives identified him to media using variations of his name, Stephon and Stephon. Public record lists him as Stephon Clark, 22. Now, Thompson disputes the police department version of events. Now, her grandson was short, not 6 feet. She said in a video produced by the Bee, she believes another suspect was smashing windows and that Clark was in the backyard at the wrong time. Now, their doorbell is broken, and relatives often tapped on the back window for someone to open the garage door. The family told the newspaper. Clark was staying at his grandmother's home at the time he was killed. The gunfire startled her. That night, she told the Bee, "The one thing that I heard was pow, 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 and I got to the ground," she said. She said she began to suspect the police description of a dead person in her yard was a member of the family. I told the officers, "You guys are murderers, murderers," Thompson cried out. "You took him away from his kids." Now, the family says Clark is survived by two young sons named Cairo and Aiden, and a fiancée, Selena Manny, the Associated Press reported. Thompson did not immediately respond to a request for comments. Now, the helicopter observed a suspect picking up a toolbar and breaking a window to a house after 9 p.m. Sunday night. Now, the Bee reported it was the sliding glass door belonging to a neighbor. Authorities said the suspect then ran and looked into a car. Police in the helicopter guided officers on the ground. You know, I'm not gonna read any more of this. We've been through it. We know what it is, and it seems to be the growing thing now. You know, all police officers that we have on the force they fear for their life, so they shoot 20, 40, 50 times at a young black child. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. The amount of firing doesn't matter. Okay. They don't use stun guns. They don't use rubber bullets. You know, hey, they're not wanting to stop that suspect. They're wanting to kill him. Now, an analyst by the Washington Post found that 987 people were killed by police last year. Now, 68 of them were unarmed. Of those unarmed victims, 30 were white, 20 were black, and 13 were Hispanic, showing an overrepresentation of African Americans among the total United States population. Now, 5 of the remaining fatalities were of unknown or other race. At least 230 people have been killed by police this year. Yeah, you heard me right. We are 3 months into this year, and we already have 230 people killed by police, according to the Post database on fatal force. You know, what is it going to take? I mean, in the system, they get off now. This is the going thing. Kill your black child, and we'll give you $1 million. But we're going to kill them. And the officers are going to be cleared. They're going to be innocent. But in the civil case, we'll give you a little money. But that's one blackmail off our list. It's crazy. And to be a parent of, I'm not going to say young black males, because it's, they're killing women as well. Just to be a mother of children of color is just frightening. It's just, it's awful. You're always worried when they leave out the door, will they be returning? We have to condition our children. We have to raise them different than their white counterparts. We have to teach our children that I tell you what I did. Now, one of my sons, when he was about 9, he looked older for his age, and he would love to, he looked about 13, and he would love to, if we get out the car, he would love to run and beat me to the store. And when he got of that age and that size, I said, now baby, you can't run anymore. Don't run, you stay with mommy. And he said, why? And I said, well, being black, sometimes the police can see you running and think you did something. And, it was hard for me to explain that to a little 9-year-old saying, well, why I can't run? Johnny can run, but why I can't run? And I wasn't doing it in any, some people might say, oh, you shouldn't have did that. But I'm thinking about my child. I'm thinking, and I raised my sons so that they can live if placed in a situation, a life or death situation. Which is not, we certainly had those ordeal where, the black, the person of color was obeying everything the police said, but they, for some reason, they moved, they took their hands off the steering wheel, they moved. That officer feared for their life and shot them I don't know how many times. They shoot to kill our children. And, and the MF they got up there in the White House, every time one of our children die unnecessarily by this, the police, he doesn't say one thing. Doesn't say, it just goes over. Now, he's the tweetingest ass president we've ever seen. But when there's this black white police is killing our children, he says nothing. That means nothing to him. Well, guys, guess what? I don't know what we're going to have to do, but we're going to have to come together and do something and decide, because, these are our children. And every time one of our children go out their door, we don't know if they're coming back. And even though we raised them to be respectful to the police, yes sir, no sir, do everything, keep your hands up, they still kill them and get away with it. It's crazy. It's like they have a quota every year on how many black males and females that they're going to kill. The police are, from police brutality. It hasn't just started. Police brutality has been around for ages, but it's out there. It's happening more. Just as I talked about that data, we're just in the 3rd month of this year, and how many? Come on. We got to get a solution to this. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. If you have some comments, we need to talk about this. But, what can we do? What can we do? Well, we can do one thing, and we can pray. And I know prayer changes things, and but we got to come together. We got to come together. Because with the police killing, at the rate that the police killing us, and the rate that we're killing ourselves, the black male will be a endangered species. Come on, guys. All right. We'll see what happens with this. And I just don't know. We need to talk about this. We need to. All right, guys. I'm not going to take up all your time. Just wanted to talk about this. And yes, I would like to pray for Stephon Clark's family. And I hope you'll keep them in your prayers as well. And thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, imparting, y'all. Be blessed. Bye.
What we do here is go back.